That's what you do. You ignore the comment and make it clear that Canada's not going to be getting another a cup for another cup.
He said, Joe, that's what happened when Joe takes his helmet off. He just said,
Well, you know, I mean,
Weird, isn't it?
yeah, the history of Canadian hockey is, you know, nowadays, Americans rule hockey, I'm just saying. With all the respect to my Canadian friends.
Yeah, that's the stuff. How many? It doesn't matter. Go ahead and point that.
Well, I mean, you know, the reason why you want hockey is as long as you can, because we didn't really care about it. And
That's right, now we care.
yeah, now that the ball was played and fixed, so the boxing, we started caring about hockey. And guess what? We can progress.
Yeah, when's the last time the Canadian team won the Stanley Cup?
But also, the majority of players in the NHL rate some sterile wine that has injuries.
That's besides the point.
Doesn't matter where they're from.
That's besides the point.
What flag are they playing for?
I don't think anyone in
Half of
America.
them being strong when they play. What half of them do they stand for? Yeah, they live around the corner from me.
We can escape that wasteland. That's why. I take you, girl. They're going to be
Someone tell me the score, please, in that game.
3-0, Maryland.
Are we in the second period?
Yes, secretary.
Thank you.
And what do you mean? Montreal?
You know what I said? Wait, not the animosity from us, from Canada. Well, that's just a vibe thing, like, you go to Ukraine and Russia, and argue about if Canadians being there.
Actually, Albert, it wasn't that bad till they started the Star Spangled Banner. And then it sort of picked up its problem.
Yeah, it's when the Canadians thought they're, you know, they're bigger than the bridges, they thought they were more important, and yeah, thought they had more influence, which they don't, which they don't.
Why do the Star Spangled Banner? Like, why would someone do that?
That's because they're jealous. Canadians are jealous.
Do you guys actually not understand why the world hates America? Like, this is insane. Like, I get
I mean, every of us love America. What are you talking about?
Why do you want to come here?
No, statistically, David, America is the second or third most hated country after North Korea.
Statistically, statistics, the Canadian broadcasting companies.
You would Ipsos. Well, let me see your statistics then, Adam.
But they love us.
Your statistics come from the IRGC, Joel.
That's right.
Research at Ipsos. I can't think of a better
The
source.
IRGC.
What's your source? Well, you did middle school, 160 kids.
All right, so first you said 200, now you say 160. So why don't you tell me where the numbers came from? The IRGC numbers, right? IRGC numbers.
The numbers that the entire world.
IRGC numbers.
It doesn't matter, Aggie. That's what the
It
entire.
matters.
No, it doesn't.
You compare.
Okay? They have to spike the balls on the next run. Alright? So if they say
We
balls.
do control everything. We control. Most of us control everything. Do we control the NHL? No, I'd like to control that.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I need that.
We'll do it to get rid of the Stanley Cup.
I mean, if they did, then, you know, they didn't want, you know, in New York City to win, but it hasn't.
Canada won 8 out of the last 12 Olympic golds.
This year,
Yeah,
honey,
but who won the last one? USA. USA.
Great work, great work.
speaking of which, I found out about the UFC fight for little big guys. It's gonna be on the lawn of the White House. There's gonna be 7 fights.
Let's go.
That would be a fun.
Saying,
You know, Abby, I signed up for the tickets, but
it's gonna be very tough. There's only, I think, like, I forget the amount.
yeah, I talked to my concierge guys, like, come on, do something. But that's okay.
It's gonna be hot.
Bro, military is priority. Like, how many?
Right, it's gonna be mostly military, right?
Yeah, you trust me, everybody in the service is putting their fucking name in the hat.
Wait, who's gonna be the fight? Is it like a big fighter?
Yeah, I was, someone who's involved with it, who was at the game last night, was talking about it. I think there's gonna be one heavyweight, but he did say, I apologize, I don't know who these people are, so I didn't remember the names. But he did say it'll be 7.
Don versus Hunter
Well, that
On the lawn of the.
that depends. Is Hunter Biden like on coke?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, actually, the one, you know, that's true. Is penis was shown.
That sounds okay. It's only cock. Come on, everyone.
I haven't seen it.
Not me, buddy.
I had no desire. I had no desire to see it.
It's only when you suck it.
Wow, wow. It is kind of gay.
Yeah. How do you feel about Trump's endorsements? You feel good about it?
I like Trump. I have no issue with Trump. I have a good connection with some people in this party. So yeah, I think it's okay that it's fixed for primaries and the Republican Party are winning. I'm okay with that. I mean, I am a Zionist. That's successful.
I don't think he was. Yeah, David was hardcore liberal.
When was David a liberal?
No, that's not true. That's
When was, wait, when was David a liberal?
No, it's never.
I don't think he was a liberal. He's always been. He's always been. Always. He's been incredible for our community. So was his father. His father like did really wonderful things for survivors. He's always been great with us. Like there's never been an issue. So, but David, I don't remember you being liberal.
No, it's never.
And how could they let you in the UL if you leave, if you're a liberal? Did they
Yeah,
let you in?
no, of course not. Yeah.
He doesn't understand what that means.
Yeah.
But you're not getting in the UL.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah, because he actually goes to a club that he should not go to.
I mean, okay, I'm not liberal, but I mean, I try to be nice to everyone. So if you're liberal, I don't think so. Yeah, but I mean, the gays. I mean, I'm fine with gays. You know, that's what's well, not the Chinese. No offense. In the room this second.
So you would tell a tranny to call them by their first name?
No, I would tell the
Dick is gay. Like, it's not gay, right? And, like, getting sucked off by a tranny, I don't even understand how that is gay. Like,
Hello?
what are you guys even talking about?
Hello?
It depends. Is it pre-op or post-op? That's the ultimate.
Oh, the surgery is the
no,
defining
no,
factor.
because it was pretty.
There's a lot of toxic shit.
No,
Okay,
All
day.
day.
This is the favorite
David
topic
said he
of
would fuck a
motherfuckers.
post-op tranny, but he wouldn't fuck a pre-op.
No, first of all, that's what the boo boo said, not me.
Yeah, but you're in that group.
No. With all due respect to anybody who in the room who's a trans person,
You mean a man?
I would never have sexual relations with that person. Absolutely not. No offense, though. No offense. All right, let's bring this back to politics.
Person we're in the room, you guys
Get to the
fucking
fact
all
that
hard shit. I don't like attack.
Carl.
Adrian, I really liked what you had to say about politics,
Let's get
by the way.
back to politics and go into is trans
Gender appropriate.
Thank you, man.
I think it was really balanced what you said, Adrian.
That's fair and balanced, like Fox News.
No, it was really good what he was saying.
You know, Abby, my new favorite program is The 5 on Fox News. I actually like that show. It's really good.
Yeah, Greg's the shit.
He's really funny, isn't
Greg,
he?
I found the King is like that.
He's arguably the best comedian right now in late night.
Did you
Yeah,
see
like-
him when he went on Fallon?
Yeah, he was really good on Fallon, yeah. So, like, he actually gets, his ratings are higher than all the other late shows. It's pretty funny.
Can we go back to penises?
Yes.
Yeah, and cocaine.
In other rooms, you can. Yeah. No one wants to.
who asked that question?
Wait, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Boo boo.
Can I ask a question? When Candace Owens, like, she interviewed Hunter Biden, and she asked him about the cocaine in the White House. Did he say it was his?
Honestly, he's not going to admit to it.
So what do you say? Because I know she asked him, but I forget what the answer was.
Probably something like, of course not.
I heard it was actually Biden's coke. That's what I heard.
Wait, he's too old. If he took the coke, he'd be like on the floor.
He's an old man though, and sometimes you have to give your old man a little pep in your step to talk for 4 hours or 3 hours.
Well, maybe his debate with Trump. Maybe you should have took it then.
Yeah, I agree. But I think
Speaking of that,
I do think that there was times that Biden was
Speaking of that, hold on. I guess Joe Biden came out saying
Dr. Joe Biden.
yeah, that one. Basically saying that she thought that Joe Biden was having a stroke during the debate. I'll find the article. It's pretty funny. I think it's
Making fun of Joe Biden. Bro, Trump's wife is an immigrant that came over because she has big boobs.
Hey, there's nothing wrong being an immigrant.
Girl, is your problem that a woman that looks that pretty wouldn't want anything to do with you? She has amazing hair, by the way, the color. Everyone's been doing the Melania color now. It's fantastic. But y'all, maybe that's your problem.
why. I mean, you would take Dr. Joe
Yeah, she's
Biden,
the best-selling
big
movie.
doctor over Melania.
Melania is magnificent.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
is you hate your fucking dick.
Yeah, if you go on Amazon documentaries, the Melania documentary it's been number one for a long time.
Well, if I guess I had
Holy.
Charles Dick, I'd probably want to fuck Jill too, because, you know, I wouldn't want to ruin Melania.
Doctor Joe Biden.
Dogs?
Definitely not.
I'll take Viagra to fix that, bro. Just so you know, like, bro, you got to take the whole fucking 30 pack just to fucking have fun. I'm just saying, dog.
Overdose on ED pills.
Oh, only 7 more minutes in the second period, and they're still up 3-0.
Yeah, dude. Sorry. It was crazy that they scored like 3 goals in like 2 minutes. First of all, I want Montreal to win only because like I want the series to keep going. But how about your Vegas?
Yeah,
team?
I was there. I was there
yeah.
last night, babe. It was amazing.
That was awesome.
It was great.
Yeah, your boy Eichel. Like you know, I remember like I was watching him when he played for Buffalo, and you know he's a stud.
Flavor Flav.
Yeah, I know. He's a really nice guy, Beaver. So, can you just tell me when did this happen about not touching the cup?
No, that's always been a thing.
Yeah, everyone knows that.
Yeah, it's bad luck. Yeah.
Wait, what are you talking about? The Stanley Cup?
No, the
Conference.
conference cup.
You're not supposed to touch it. It's bad luck. I never knew that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I don't feel so dumb, Beaver. Thank you.
Between you and Abby, oh my gosh. That reminds me of the Kathy Hochul thing, Beaver, right now. Yeah, that was so bad. Did you see that, Abby? What Kathy said?
No.
About, oh my god. Beaver, do you want to take that one?
Yeah, so Trump apparently is going to go to a Knicks game and says he's a big
Yeah,
Knicks
that's
fan.
right. Let's go.
So some reporter asked her, what do you think about Trump being a fan or whatever? Such a big fan. And then she goes, Trump probably can't even name our 1993 championship team.
They didn't win. They haven't won in like,
No. 73.
yeah, right. They didn't win in the 90s.
Yeah.
She said that? That's like the mayor of Philadelphia. They couldn't spell
Eagles. Yeah. EGLES. Eagles.
She must be beautiful.
Did someone
Yeah.
point it out to the esteemed governor that she had the wrong year?
The clip ended when right after she said it, but I'm sure somebody else said it.
So yeah, like I did hear like Trump might go to the next game, and how cool would it be if Trump went with Mandavi and they went together?
I don't think that would be cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't really care.
Yeah, but that's like a, you know, can we all get along kind of thing, you know?
That's a scary man you're talking about.
Very scary. Have we talked about his speech of wanting to take the real estate away from landlords?
Easy. So, kind of explain that a little bit
Yeah,
more.
he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Basically, transferring ownership to the tenants, right? That's what I got from it.
To the tenants or to a trust or to an NGO and take away the property ownership. And I mean, it's on so many levels as constitutional issue.
That would never work.
Taking.
Yeah, that would never work.
And people think it's only the wealthy that are arguing about that, and they don't realize that a land interest is not only the particular owner. There's, you know, entities that have lent money on these properties that are financial institutions, and people that have pension funds and 401ks that are invested. Some of the investments are in public companies that are financial institutions that have, you know, lent money and have a legal interest in these properties. And he just wants to wipe that out, take away their interest, take away their investment for his, it was very, not socialist, it was very communist sounding.
Well,
the way he was saying
Yeah,
it.
and like he has no right to do that.
But you see how it can hurt, it doesn't just hurt the owner of the property, it can hurt the lender, the tax lien, but it can hurt, and those lenders have to then write it off on their books, and it affects the bottom line of those financial institutions, which many people are invested in.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But
It's like-
it's a taking.
Like a cycle.
You understand how a taking works.
It's been a cycle for like 100 years, right? The housing prices just go up. Now, what? Do the math. But
Charles, what are you saying there? I want to hear you.
Give us your constitutional argument, give me your constitutional argument on this, Joe, and then base it on Facebook.
Yeah, as a socialist Canadian, give us your.
And I'll plug Gary Baumgartner's Substack on this, Abby. That's where I was.
Yeah.
And I'll put it in chat.
housing
Marshall's
prices
here,
have gone
Marshall
up
can
like
talk.
insanely in the last 50 years, and that needs to slow down. And so, like, maybe, I don't know, buying everybody's properties away from them, or like maybe that's not the solution. But I think a lot of people agree that something needs to be done about housing prices. And maybe capping the number of units that people can have. Like, I don't think anybody needs to own 50
No, why would
units.
you do that? Why would you cap somebody's ability to buy a house?
Well, because
Someone that
it leaves our
why
housing
take
stress.
He likes more consolidated corporate ownership, actually.
You're taking away your freedom.
Less private.
If I want to buy a house in South Beach in New York City and somewhere else, I'm allowed to do that. Who are you to tell me not to?
Yeah, why you trying to strip away people's fucking freedom? I'm just saying you're stripping away freedom.
Just because you can't afford to live in New York, right, doesn't mean you should be allowed to live in New York, right? Like,
Thank you.
go to Louisiana, right? You can afford to live there.
Fuck
Yeah,
that.
I get it. Like, there's a lot of blacks in New York, and they're homeless.
Wow.
But they need to go to Louisiana. They need to stop hanging out on the street begging for a free
Well,
place to live.
no,
That's the argument.
no.
Can't go
That's not the
Mississippi.
argument.
Can't go Mississippi. Can't go
Hold on.
Mississippi.
Please stop.
8 Mile, Louisiana.
Hold on, I'm gonna meet the stage because there's some noises. I don't know what that is. P, how you doing? What were you saying there?
Hey, no, I mean, that argument took a turn. I absolutely don't agree with it at all. But I don't agree with Jarl's approach that, like, something has to be done because something is wrong with American, like, property ownership rights, and we have to change something.
Canadian too.
When it comes to credit or whatever that is. It's like we have more people who own homes. You know, we have more entrepreneurial millionaires in America compared to any other nation in the West. This is a good thing. We need to protect these laws, not get rid of them.
I
think we just take out the
Right,
homeless.
see, we also have a physical ownership.
The only begotten child of Osiris thy father, and Isis thy mother, he that was slain, she that believed her.
At dinner, he's from France, and he was, you know, pushing back on some of my views and whatever. And it's just like, no, like, people get down on credit in America, especially like credit in the 80s, 90s, whatever. But what did that actually do to Americans relative to the rest of the world? It made a ton of American millionaires. And if you look at the amount of millionaires that are produced in America every year vis-a-vis Europe, we are killing it in that way. And I know millionaires in my community who did sanitation companies, who do other small businesses, whatever. All those things could be owned by the state, but instead we have a lot of money in private people's hands, and I think that is the best case for America, and I would like to protect that over time. So I'm not here for the billionaires. I'm here for, you know, I'm here for those people who, you know, make their own money.
I'm here for that.
But it's also,
I don't have anything against billionaires, for the record.
it's also
I'm not anti, but I think that sometimes the discourse, just to you know, be clear on that part, is people make policy for like the top 0.001%, and they don't understand how that affects the, you know, top 5% who got there. And, you know,
Most billionaires are not
honest.
even actually billionaires. They're just guy at stock options and then use that to leverage against the banks, borrow money, and then they get in debt, and you can't tax debt. So like most people that have that kind of money, it's not like it's not like they just have like billions of dollars in cash in their back wallet. Like people always say that about Elon Musk. Oh, he's gonna be a trillionaire. The dude is full of debt. He has assets. And he uses those assets to leverage it to get loans to buy more shit. That's all he's doing.
And
That's what I do.
the against average people. Some people use credit in a really bad way, and some people use it in a really good way. And I think Elon Musk is a very good example of that. And leverage credit in a good way. But anyway,
Elon Musk
you
is
hurt the
an example
lenders,
of taking taxpayer money. He's like a socialist. He funded his entire companies based off of your tax.
we live in a mixed economy, and I'm not afraid of industrial.
Not all are
So-
You're all waiting for your constitutional argument why it's not a
Don't tell me
taking.
that.
I want you to cite the case law and tell me why it's not a
He's a
taking.
very good
So we're going to create laws or regulations and zoning such that on those properties. Please give me your argument. Based on, and you can, and let's talk about Pennsylvania coal. We can work with that case and go all the way through case law on it. Tell me.
Yeah, you could grandfather it in. You could put a limit.
Oh, you're using the word grandfather. You're not supposed to use that word anymore. Did
Why
you?
not?
Right, Dawn? Oh, you're not allowed to use grandfather.
Yeah, you can't say that.
Can't say that anymore.
Wait, why
Okay.
can't you use
Why-
grandfather?
You don't know that? You're not allowed to use that word anymore.
Well, I can.
That's like saying a master bedroom. You can't say master
So,
anymore.
Florida man, go Google why you can't say grandfather anymore.
I'd rather you tell me.
You go look it up, what grandfather means, and see why the courts don't want us to use that term anymore. Or not the courts, why law schools and people within the profession stopped using it. But Joel, please give me your constitutional argument why it's not a taking, what he intends to do.
Yeah, because like I said, you could just grandfather it in, let people who own properties have their
What are you
certain amounts of property.
grandfathering? What are you grandfathering?
People who
Jarl?
already own. Well, I would put a limit. I don't
What
know.
did he specifically say he wanted to do, Jarl? And tell me how that has anything to do with grandfather.
Oh, it's more complicated than like just this one response, but we want to limit the number of properties individuals can
That's
own.
not what he's saying.
That's not
That's not what he said.
I thought that was essentially like what you were saying.
That's not what he said.
Buy back people's properties, and he wants to limit. Okay, well then I misunderstood. I'm sorry.
Listen to what his speech was. He wants to take properties that he feels are not being kept properly. He wants to create laws that would re-regulate them and rezone them in such a way that he could then take them and put them into trusts, a community trust or an NGO, or set up some entity for the tenants. Sounds a little like communism, doesn't it? To take property because he doesn't like the condition the property's in, so he creates additional laws. Take a look at the case law. You tell me under Pennsylvania Call how you can do that. I don't have a problem using it, but you're not supposed to use it anymore.
Yeah, okay. Other people's speech.
I didn't. I just pointed out that your says that we always do inappropriate things, used a term that in the liberal world you're not supposed to use.
Who cares? You're not a liberal. Fuck off.
Okay, so this is quite interesting.
Wow,
Okay.
love to say the F word.
Okay.
Shut up, faggot.
Wow.
Okay, so it's quite interesting that we, the people, believe that we, the government, has a right to take people's property. Okay, first of all, the mayor of New York has not signed any agreement for property in the state of New York. He's the mayor. He's not a homeowner or apartment owner. He has zero right to private property from an American. I don't know where we get this from, guys, but I'm going to say it over and over. It's called we the people, not we the government. And Abby's correct. He does not have a right. I don't care how good it sounds. I don't know why we think that because some politician is smooth with his words. Guys, number one, he has already implemented Sharia law little by little. We don't even understand our country, guys.
Who? Madavi. This guy doesn't know
Nami
what
didn't
Sharia
establish
law
Sharia
is.
law. That's fucking nonsense.
This guy doesn't know what Sharia law is. If a fucking Quran were to slap him in the face.
All right, Florida. So since you're so a scholar on it all, why don't you tell the room what it is, Florida?
Nah, nigga, how about you tell the room what it is? Because you're the one making
Wow,
it.
wow.
I'm waiting for you, Florida. Tell everybody.
He's in the
He's left.
Wow. Wow. See, this is very interesting. Do you guys even know what it means for a state to be ran by a mayor? The state of New York, this is what they're deciding. He's a mayor. He's not even the governor. But he's going to say that he's going to take property from people. Okay? I thought this was a free speech. It is a free speech space. You don't have freedom of speech. Your speech is not free? What are you talking about? I don't know if you remember, it was Memorial Day, right? Memorial Day, right? You guys remember Memorial Day? That means someone actually laid down their life so that we could be free. Okay, that means someone made the ultimate sacrifice. That's what they did. And you're now sacrificing the N-word. Can't make that easy. Sorry. So, I'm going to say this again. No person, I don't care what elected official you are, including the president, congressman, senator, governor, have no right to come and take your property without due process.
Okay, so what is Sharia law again?
Anybody speaking?
Yeah, I asked you a question. What is Sharia law again?
No, I asked you to tell us, because you told us what it is.
No,
I want you to tell
you
us.
told us that it was being implemented, so I'm trying to
No,
clarify.
hold on, Florida. I said, because you said, I don't know it, I want you to tell us what it is, since you said, I don't know it, since you know me so well.
Yeah, I can give you the textbook definition of
You didn't
Sharia
say
law,
that.
but what I want to know is
Wouldn't say that.
what parts of Sharia law, what laws are being implemented that qualify as Sharia?
Okay,
Because
Florida.
you're the one making
I'm
that
gonna-
claim, not me.
Florida, I'm gonna ask you again.
Kind of a good point.
Shut up,
Kind of a
Albert.
good point. What do you mean shut
Shut up, faggot.
Who's talking?
Edward, go ahead.
Wow. What did you say, stupid?
Edward, go ahead.
No. What did you say, stupid?
Alright,
Yeah.
if I get personal.
Exactly. That's what I thought you would fucking say, dummy.
I'm not talking to you. Shut up. Go beg for attention from your fucking boyfriend.
No, Florida, come at me. Go ahead, buddy.
I'm not coming at you, bro. Go beg your boyfriend to come at you.
So then, don't say a word when I speak. Right?
Edward, you
Or
said
say
that
a word and try
Mamdani
to
was
come at me.
implementing Sharia law, right? I'm
No,
just
but-
waiting to hear what has he done that is Sharia? Is it the free child care for 2,000
Dumbass.
New Yorkers?
Dumbass, Florida.
Wait,
Come at me.
1 second,
Don't
Albert. Edward, is it the
ever-
free child care that he's implemented, or is it
What has
the
President
free
Trump
that he
done?
wants to
He's
put
done
in?
nothing but good.
It's kind of like Will Smith.
Hasn't he done anything good?
Don't
He's
say
done
my name
good
unless you
in
want to
his
get
presidency.
bitch slapped.
Who are all these fucking trolls on your stage, man?
Don't say my name unless you want to get bitch slapped.
Wow. Go ahead, Edward.
So that was pretty
Tell me,
clear,
what
right,
has he
Florida?
done that's
Florida,
Sharia
was that
law?
pretty clear? Was that pretty clear?
The only thing I know of is that there does exist like some kind of property ownership thing going on, but like where you could not pay taxes if you're Muslim and own property or something. But I don't know if that's like being. There's someone talking about that.
You know who actually does that, Snake? You know who actually abuses the New York State tax laws when it comes to their property taxes? The Jewish community. You know how they do it?
Wow.
Exactly. Yeah.
Don't blame the Jews.
I'm not blaming them. I'm just going to explain real quickly that the Jewish community in New York will
homeschool their children and claim these like educational
There's nothing wrong with that.
exemptions
There's
from-
nothing wrong with that.
They will claim educational exemptions from their homesteads in order to avoid paying taxes. They'll use their homes as places of worship and claim religious exemptions from their property
And
tax.
there's nothing wrong with that.
These are the people that are abusing the tax code in fucking.
I disagree. That's not
In order
abusing.
to
That's not abusing.
add on to their homesteads without
the
proper
Muslims want to do it
approvals
as
for
well.
residencies. Go ahead, tell me more about this Sharia law that's being implemented.
No, what I'm saying is the same thing
Sharia
that
law has
talking
to do
about
with
the Jews
Islamic
do,
faith
the
being
Muslims want to
implemented
do it
into
as
the-
well.
Yeah, it has to do with being implemented into governing. It's very simple, Edward, sorry.
And also, it has
Let's
to,
hear
those rules apply, the documents must be drawn up by like attorneys and stuff like that. It has to also comply with the state laws or something, I don't know, but they're gonna try to eventually make it to where you don't have to comply with state laws, you can just comply with Sharia laws. Like that's the end goal.
According to who?
How many people?
They do it in the UK right now.
That's what you guys all believe?
They already do it.
You guys listen to too much Tommy Robinson.
No, it's true. They already do. They already have a dual justice system in parts of Europe when it comes to property ownership, and they plan to do the exact same thing in New York. And if you think otherwise, you're just ignorant to reality.
Based on what? Based on what? You know, site, what are you talking about? Based on what? Precedent?
No, I'm
Or
talking
just
about.
the idea that you're based on precedent, or you're basing it on your own xenophobia, this guy's ways, based on what?
You know, they're saying the
Listen,
same
once
bullshit down here
once
in
anybody
Texas, too.
right becomes
Let
the
me-
overwhelming majority, they can vote in laws, right? That
And
go
show
against.
me how the Islamic people are overwhelmingly, prevalent in New York City. Show me those laws. Show me those stats.
Oh, stats. Yeah. Well, I don't know what the exact numbers are in the Islamic Republic, but I will say this: once they reach 15%, right, they start implementing laws and getting violent.
What kind of pseudo intellectual bullshit is this?
This is true. This is true.
It's like the most violent country in the
been
world.
happening for over
They couldn't
2,000
catch up
years.
to
It's
it.
fact, once they get to
Every time Muslims are
15.0%.
1%, they're nice. Every time they're 5%, they're nice. Every time they're 10%, they're nice. As soon as they get to 15, they start marching the streets and demanding that we start following their fucking
This
rules.
is an absolute farce. This is ridiculous.
So they've never marched the streets of New York demanding.
Nah, nigga, you're the one that's just saying every time they reach
Hold on, let me ask
15%, 15%.
Wow.
So there's never been protests by Muslims and Antifa or their followers
Like a
that
Dearborn,
say, hey,
Michigan.
let's do the rules that we want, and we're going to implement them eventually. They're like basically telling us what they're going to do.
Like at Dearborn, Michigan, the fucking mayor proactively and vocally says that he doesn't like Christians in his community.
I don't know what you're talking
Yeah, they
about, but
protest
something
all
tells
the
me
time,
that
and
you're
So Florida.
They tell us what they plan to do. We just don't
Yeah, they do.
listen to them. Like,
Yeah, but I just want to make sure. So Florida, you asked me, right? And I just want to make sure because I just want the heat to calm down a little bit. Okay. I do not personally believe that the mayor of New York is pro-America. He also swore in on the Quran, which probably one of the few elected officials. Also, if you shut down Times Square, where everybody bring out their prayer cloths and pray in the traffic, I think that's a pretty big sign that they would like to, okay? And you heard me, would like to do different things. Now, right now it's voluntary, Florida, where those Muslims are actually choosing to implement. But marriage disputes right now in the Muslim community do not go through the courts. They go through their religion.
What do you care?
Okay, hold on, Florida, hold on. I care because we actually have a constitution. We have the Bill of Rights here in the United States of America. That's
And
why.
what's the First Amendment of that Constitution?
Free with the press.
Yeah, let me tell you, and let me explain why this is bullshit, Edward. The First Amendment of the Constitution that you speak of is the freedom of religion, the freedom of association, the freedom of speech that we all enjoy,
And
right?
the press.
Now, to that point, I see no issue with the fact that the mayor of New York City wants to fucking swear in on a Quran, and I see no issue with the fact that the fucking married Muslim couples want to go to their local communal Muslim mosque Sharia law arbitration court where they get to deal with these little petty domestic disputes internally amongst their culture. You know why I don't care about that, Edward? Because if they're able to deal with that shit internally within their community, within their mosque, then they're not clogging up the United States courts. They're not clogging up the New York courts.
Don't Colts do that? Edward, doesn't Colts fucking deal with something internally? Fucking Colts do that shit.
I love
Colts
how
do that.
fucking sour you shit-brained are. Look,
Okay, so
Colts
Florida,
are like
Florida,
that.
Florida,
I'm
Florida.
not done. I'm getting cut off, but I'm not done.
Go ahead, Florida.
They're saying the same shit down here in fucking Texas. Oh, Sharia law, Sharia law. Yeah, you've got a bunch of Muslims who want to deal with their little petty business and domestic disputes within their community. And I see no problem with it because for every issue that they can resolve between their 7-Elevens and racetrack stations within their little mosque community is $1 saved within our jurisdiction of judicial branches. So let them deal with their shit on the side. Edward, it's like playing house,
When they
brother.
impose it on Christians and Jews, when they impose it on Christians, oh, yeah, I'm fucking tired of you all, bro. When they impose it on others, you have the right to create religion, right to practice your own religion, but you don't have the right to impose it on others. And that is what is happening.
That's
That is what is fucking
That's
happening.
the end
It's
goal.
fucking
It's not happening yet. Let's be very clear.
That's
It's
the
not happening
end
yet.
fucking
Right now,
goal.
it's
Look
not
at Dearborn
happening.
fucking Michigan. You fucking twat. You fucking feckless twat. Look at Dearborn Michigan. You fucking
Okay, guys, hold on. Dumpster, hold on, Dumpster. Okay, Dumpster, hold on, guys. Florida, let's just have a conversation.
Yeah, can I just finish what I was saying?
Of course, no problem.
Like I said, if they're able to play house, if they're able to play pretend court within their little mosque and their Sharia law system, that's $1 saved within our judicial branch. It means that another case where people wanting real shit handled can go to the courts and not have to wait for the fucking Muslims to figure out what's going on between their 7-Elevens. And if a woman is beat by her Muslim husband and they go to the Sharia court first, and the woman is not happy with the outcome of the Sharia court decision, she can still escalate and go to the fucking regular court as precedent and supersedence to whatever the pretend mosque Sharia judge says. They can figure it out domestically in a civil manner where they don't have to clog up our court system and use our tax dollars to handle their petty shit. I'm all for it.
I would agree
Okay,
with
so
you, Florida, that was the end goal, but you know damn well that once they become the majority, and they will because they have a birth rate way higher than ours, and we ain't having babies.
So go have more babies.
Listen, stop. Let me finish. Let me land my plane, okay? I let you speak. You know damn well when they become the majority, in a long enough timeline, they will be, okay? And because we're not having kids and they are, right? When they become the majority, they're gonna stop. Let me finish my fucking argument.
I'll just fuck Muslim bitches.
They're gonna
I don't care.
Listen, let me fucking land my plane. They're gonna use democracy against us by voting these laws into power, into play. All right? This is the thing. It's literally always happened in history. Okay? Once they become the majority, they become in charge. All right? The native populace doesn't follow the rule. They start following the rules of the foreign populace. These are facts. Okay? It's happening in places like France right now. Okay? So, you know damn well in a long enough timeline this is going to happen. So stop pretending like this is the end goal. Oh, it's just the end goal is them to do pretend. No, the end goal is for it to be forced upon us. They're just playing pretend right now.
Based on what?
That's
They
right.
marched on the streets and told us, these are our plans. We're going to take your country over. We're going to implement Sharia law. Every time, right? This is throughout history. Every time they get to a big enough minority,
15%.
Remember,
It was 15% was your
tell
made-up
it.
number.
They will literally tell you what they're going to do. They literally did. They marched the streets and said Sharia law now. Sharia law now.
You sound like
That's
a
what they said.
pussy, bro.
They fucking said
This guy-
that. I
this guy
take
has
their word. Listen, if
first
someone
thing-
tells me they're a piece of shit, I believe them. All right?
You sound like
this guy has no concept of Sharia law. He's never
Be
talked to a
nice.
victim
Be nice.
who's dealt with Sharia law. This guy fucking, oh yeah, we're gonna save a
dumb
buck. And
Dumb
let
sir,
the
dumb
these
sir.
motherfuckers go there. No, Edward, patience, dude. Just a little patience. Thank you, my guy. But the thing is, he has the mindset that this woman who's going to go to Sharia, to the Muslim community and go through their court system because she got beat up, is going to have the ambition to go to outside. He's never dealt with someone who's been in an abusive relationship or been in an abusive mindset. It sounds like he may have, but he's really didn't prosper and understand that most people who are in a massive abusive relationship or in a scenario, they're naturally fearful of the outcome. And so he's trying to save a buck for the outcome of us to get fucked. This guy's just a goddamn fool. Go on ahead, Mr. Ed.
I might be the Florida man on stage, but this guy sounds like he legit drinks meth water.
Wow.
Got real fucking accent, that's why.
I don't even know what you're saying.
Exactly.
Did Edward go or no? Are you there, Edward?
So I mean, look, if you guys care about saving money,
No, I'm here. I'm here.
if you guys care about law and order, what's the problem with letting people who want to get real legal decisions made get their legal decisions made faster?
I don't think anyone would have an issue.
Hold on,
with that
Edward,
being
I know,
that
Snake,
that's
I
not
get
the
it.
end
You're a
goal.
scared bitch.
No, it's not
Alright,
about
let
being
him
bro.
Be nice. Be nice.
Listen, it's not
Let
about being
Edward
scared,
get
bro.
it.
It's not about being scared. It's about what your end goal is. Okay?
Yeah,
You
you're
keep moving the
scared
goalpost.
of some pretending.
You don't move the goalpost once and then be like, okay, this is a good spot. You move it and then you wait a while, you move it again. And you wait a while, then you move it again. This is just step one, bro.
Yeah, be nice.
So I just have a question for the room. Have we looked into or heard any of the goals of the Muslim community worldwide?
World dominant.
You think I give a fuck about the Muslim problems?
Florida.
Wow.
That was not my question, Florida. I don't care what you give anything to. I'm asking a question. Could you answer the question? Have you heard of any Muslim community, any imam? How about the Hamas charter? Have you heard of it? Okay. So let me make sure we all understand. Okay? And you don't have to agree, Mr. Edward, at all. I've been around the world. I've been in Muslim countries. And they're looking to have a caliphate. They call Israel the small devil. They call the United States the great devil. Okay? They do not move into their own countries. There's 25, I think 26 Muslim countries. They do not go to their countries. Actually, some of their countries don't even want them. Jordan, Qatar, Egypt don't even want some of them because they know that they're horrible people. But there is a fraction of the Muslim community that want to destroy the West. You don't have to like it, but it's reality. You don't see us moving into their countries. There's not churches and synagogues in their countries because they don't believe in sharing.
There are,
They believe it. Okay, all right. Florida, I hear you. You have the answer, bro. But I just want to ask you a question. Do you believe personally, okay, that Kuwait has churches? I got it. You guys know what I mean. Don't make it
Iran
because
has
I'm a future.
churches.
Okay, guys. You all know that the dominant religion in most of these Muslim countries is not churches. We all know that.
Yeah.
If you guys, hold on, Florida, can I ask you a question, Florida? Could you give me the number right now of how many Christians are being killed right now in Nigeria?
You think I give a fuck about Nigeria?
I know. You know why? Because you don't care about life.
I care about America, Edward.
No, you don't care about life. You don't care about life.
Wow.
Okay, hold on. Listen to what you just said. You don't care. You know why you don't care? Because you only focus on America.
You know how many
Listen.
Muslims are being killed in Gaza?
Oh, wow. Here we go. Woo! Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, wow. Did you guys just hear Florida? Wow.
Did I say something
How
wrong?
many? Yeah, you did.
Muslims
You did.
are not being killed in Gaza?
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Quite frankly, I don't give a fuck, to be honest,
Yes, neither do I.
about any of those fucking towelhead, carpet-riding
Neither do I.
motherfuckers being slaughtered. Let me just keep it a beat right now. Anyone on this fucking stage that has no fucking problem with those fucking terrorists coming in our country is a fucking faggot. And I'll fucking say that. I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't want my country looking like theirs. I don't want anything that has anything to do with what the fuck these people have anything to do with. Your fucking decision or whatever the fuck you said, oh, well, I'll just go fucking put my dick in a fucking Muslim woman. Like, you're a fucking idiot, bro. Like, that's just a dumbass. That's your way to fix the fucking Persian. Is you're gonna go put your dick in a fucking Muslim woman. That's what you're gonna do. First of all, they wouldn't even want they wouldn't even want to fuck with a motherfucker like you. First of all, it's just against their fucking whole whatever the fuck they got going on over there. Okay, first of all, and you know what? You definitely sound like the odd one out. You're from fucking Florida. You're from fucking Florida. I can guarantee you, because I was born in Miami. Yeah, I can guarantee you that half the fucking people that you live with over there totally disagree with everything you fucking say. These people have no fucking business in our country, okay? We get people like Ilhan fucking Omar because of them. And people like you who just turn a blind eye and say, oh, whatever, let the carpet riders do what the fuck they want. And the next thing you know, we're all gonna be walking around here with fucking turbans on our fucking heads.
I agree with you.
And walking around with fucking prayer hour and walking around with fucking prayer hours all over the fucking streets like New York is starting to look like now. Because of people like you.
Do you understand that by bombing?
So as far as I'm fucking concerned, I don't want any of these motherfuckers here in our country. They all need to be exterminated, and they all need to be fucking deported, if possible. That's what I fucking feel like.
Cool. I don't care if they're Muslim or not.
Well, I do.
Cool.
I do. It's a disgusting religion. It's a disgusting religion. It's a disgusting religion, and I don't want that shit here in our fucking
I
country.
understand you. I don't want it here either, Liddy. But when you level every building in a fucking country, and all the neighboring Muslim countries say, no, you can't come here, guess where they're going to go?
Let me ask you a question.
So by bombing,
Why, like Edward just said, why the fuck do you think that other people don't accept those fucking towel heads in their fucking country? Why do you think that is? Why are their own people telling them, hold on, why are their own people telling them, hey, no, we don't want you here? Why are they doing that?
Right?
Why are they doing that? It's because everyone knows that their religion is a piece of shit, and it's evil, and it's fucking disgusting. Well, it doesn't sound like
their
it.
fucking house, right? And the Muslim countries aren't letting them in. Guess who will let them in?
Yeah, and that's the fucking problem that we're at. That's what we're trying to tell Florida. That's what we're trying to tell Florida right now. That is a problem. That is a problem. That is a problem. And you know what? If it was up to me, I wouldn't give a fuck if it was legal or not. No. Okay, see, now we're talking. Right? I wouldn't give a fuck if it was legal. I wouldn't give a fuck if it was legal or not. We shouldn't be letting anybody in from those disgusting shithole ass fucking countries at all.
Because they're gonna turn around and walk right into our fucking home.
Well, that's because we have people like Florida with the mindset that he fucking has that just says, oh, let's open the door and let these fucking carpet riders in. I have a fucking problem with that.
You let enough of them in, then they get to implement their Sharia law. And when they implement their Sharia law, you're allowed to fuck whichever one of them you want and have no recourse for your rape.
Okay, Okay, so let's make
Then
sure
you get to increase your birth rates and have more
Okay, Florida.
white and Arab.
Right, so we're all gonna be fucking,
Okay.
we're all gonna be Muslim, according to Florida.
Okay,
Wait,
We're all gonna,
so
if you're the dominant alpha male
Florida.
that you think you are, then you're gonna eventually just turn the tide right back to them being Christian. You're gonna fuck a Muslim woman. You're gonna marry her again.
I'd never put my dick in a Muslim woman at all.
You're gonna force her to convert to Christianity, and then we're gonna reverse the whole Sharia thing. It's just cyclical.
Okay, Edward, were you gonna say Edward? Go ahead.
Yeah, so it's quite interesting that, and I really did not know me just using the word Sharia would cause this ripple in the Trump house, but it's okay because it's kind of interesting. And the reason why is because I think that us being so uninformed about the world, and I think he said it a lot different than I would, but he said what I was attempting to say in a calm way, because I think that a lot of people misunderstand the actual goal of other nations. Okay? You would have to help me, all of you. Please explain to me what compatibility do any of us in America have with any Muslim country?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh, I know. I'm just asking. You know, because I think that a lot of us want to be open arms. America's kind people, man. We give more aid to more countries with all the other 194 countries.
Yeah, Tomahawk missiles are definitely
Okay, Florida. I appreciate that, Florida. But Florida, I don't know if you know this. When you, number one, you have a right to have tomahawks. I don't know if you know that.
You have a right to just unleash them on children too.
Yeah. Okay, Florida. Florida, why are you in the United States?
Because I love my country and I want to see it get better.
You love your country. Wow, that's interesting. So do you think that we just want to have those weapons for what?
To assert world dominance.
Oh, really? So please explain to me, since you said to assert world dominance, please give me, where do you think America's footprint is anywhere in the world? Please explain that to me.
In literally every country on earth.
No. Hold on. First of all, I would like for you to tell the room how many countries currently have American dollars as their currency.
The U.S. dollar is the world reserve currency, so I don't.
No. That was not my question. I'm gonna say it again. Tell me what country has the United States dollar as their currency.
Just because you're too stupid to understand that the world.
Okay, Florida. Can you do me one flavor? No, Florida. Could you do me just one flavor? Just honestly, I will never ever talk to you by calling you names.
Yeah, but Edward,
okay.
You're not understanding the point I'm making.
No. I know, but you don't need to call somebody stupid, bro. Because what you're doing. Hold on, Florida. No, Florida. No, Florida. You can say the point is stupid. But Florida, what you're doing, Florida, is you don't understand conversation. I'm just trying to communicate with you, bro.
Me too. But you're saying I get your question appropriately.
No, because you said stupid. Do you understand the difference, bro? How do you think someone should listen to you when you call them a name?
I don't know. Are you mad at Trump when he starts using fucking obscene words and slurs?
Yes, I am. You know why? Because I don't think he has to communicate that way. But you know what? I'm not Trump and I'm not you.
Okay,
I'm asking you.
And I'm not
Trump
either. I'm not the leader.
Okay, Florida. I know. I thank God you're not.
Clubhouse.
No, I thank God. Okay. So, get over what? Florida, I'm asking you politely. Could you do me one simple thing? Okay? Could you use language like I'm using to you? That's what's supposed to reflect in conversation. I'm not calling you any names. You know, I'm just trying to hear your BS. You know what BS is for me, right? You know what it's for me? What is your belief system? What is your foundational belief system? Do you actually believe in America first, or do you actually believe that America is at fault for whatever it is doing?
Both.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, he can't wait for his place where he lives to look like fucking Minnesota. That's what it sounds like to me. Florida, let me ask you a question. So, do you have a problem with America having dominance everywhere in the world?
I have a problem with America being the world's largest state sponsor of terrorism.
Okay, well, as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to be honest with you, and this may sound rash, like I've already said this plenty of fucking times in this room. I don't give a fuck. Whatever America needs to do so I can fucking be able to enjoy the freedoms and whatever I'm doing in this fucking country, I don't give a fuck if we need to bomb, steal, take advantage of, whatever. Any fucking country in this goddamn world, so I'm able to do what I'm doing here, I align with it. 100%. And you know what, Florida? You do too. Because you take advantage of everything that our country is doing to other fucking countries in this world, and so does everybody else in this fucking room. I hate when y'all go on this bullshit MLK, I have a dream morality speech. It's bullshit because it's fake. None of you really believe that shit because you all enjoy the benefits of our country doing what we do to other fucking countries. You do.
Yeah.
And both parties, you know what? Unfortunately, I love the kids. You know what? But that's called casualties of war. I didn't hear these talks when Obama was drone striking every fucking body. But all of a sudden, because Trump is doing what he's doing, all of a sudden it's a problem. And we still don't even believe, at least I don't believe, that Trump intentionally sent that strike to those fucking children. That was the IRGC. We know this. So anyways, like I'm saying, you don't really give a fuck. You just want to sound like a fake-ass activist, which most of you on this app feel like you are. You don't really care. You enjoy the freedoms of everything that our military is doing all over the fucking world. You do. Everybody on this stage does.
Here's the
So
problem.
please say.
Here's the problem.
I love our military, but I don't think we should be wasting half of our missile defense systems defending Israel.
Will on the rest of the world is that the rest of the world is going to hate you. So you can't really be surprised.
You think I give a fuck about them?
You can't be upset.
They're literally selling their souls to come to our country, walking across and swimming across dirty ass water every day. Hold on, Florida. We have millions swimming across the fucking country in the world, swimming in a dirty ass water just to come to our fucking country. So you think I give a fuck about any country hating us? I don't give a fuck. Who cares? They want to come here. I don't want to go to those dirty ass fucking countries. They want to come here to the United States, okay? Do you know what these people would do for the citizenship that I fucking have? I didn't give a fuck about no citizenship coming from Somalia or fucking Mexico or any of these other dirty ass fucking places these people are flooding from, okay? So I don't give a fuck about if somebody hates us. We live in the greatest fucking country in the world, and you know it, which is why you stay here and you won't go anywhere else. Who are you, Florida? Hold on, Florida. Are you going to go anywhere else or are you going to stay here?
Obviously, I'm staying here. That's
of course you are. You want to know why? Because you don't want to go to all those decrepit ass fucking places.
Because I love
you want to know why? Because you agree and align with everything our fucking country is doing in these other fucking countries.
No, because I support the First Amendment, the Second
Right.
Amendment, the Third Amendment, the Fourth
Right.
Sixth Amendment, Seventh
Well, guess what? Those are going to be eroded if everywhere we live looks like fucking Minnesota, which it sounds like you're okay with. Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like you're okay with the rest of our country getting ready to look like Minnesota.
You're actually more scared than Snake.
Oh, I'm not scared at all. I'm pissed the fuck off. I'm not scared at all. It's called piss. I don't want my country looking like Minnesota.
I just have a head injury.
This is an interesting topic, interesting conversation. You know, I'll tell people this. You know, I tell people this. How would you feel if one day you wake up and everything you know about your country, it gets flipped over, does like a 180 because a group of people come from a different country and they want to force their culture, force their psychotic beliefs onto your country so they can live comfortably here. That's not how immigration works. I'm sorry. If a person leaves their country and comes to a new country, they must learn to assimilate.
Thank you.
They must learn to live in the country. Because if I go to their country, I have to learn to speak their language. I have to understand their culture. I have to respect their culture. And I can't force my religious views, my culture on their country, because that's not how that works at all.
Yeah,
Period.
To be fair, Mr. E, they're not going to force us. They're going to become the majority and then vote it into law. They're going to use our own democracy.
And how does that happen?
They're already doing that. They're already forcing us to believe their bullshit because they play the victim card.
If you're being forced to...
We're going to be, like, you know when they say the world's going to end by murder, that's what they're talking about.
Well, I mean, there's videos all over Twitter and YouTube, and the one that really disgusted me and got me mad was there's a man that's leading like a prayer group over there, and he starts speaking in Arabic, and then repeats himself in English, saying that we're not leaving our country to go to going to other countries.
To that Muslim propaganda.
No, wait, let me speak. Let me tell you. No, well, let me speak. So this videos that they made and posted on social media, they're telling their people to go flee to non-Muslim countries and act like they're victims or like they're refugees and spread Islam. And they're saying that Islam will be in every single household in whatever country they go to. And if the people don't believe, we'll go after the children. We'll make the children believe in Islam. And guess what? Prime example, just the other day, I don't recall what state it was, but just the other day, a teacher took his students to a Muslim temple and showed them how to pray.
That wasn't a school, that was the Boy Scouts, but yeah.
It was a Boy Scout. So I read in another article that it was a school. A teacher took these kids on a field trip, and I don't even know if the teacher even had permission to take those kids to that mosque and showing them how to pray and stuff. But to me, that's disgusting, and it pisses me off because how does a country have the audacity to tell people to say, "Oh, don't force your Christian beliefs and all this. Don't do this with Christianity and all this," but then you turn around and say, "Oh, take the kids to a mosque and teach them about Islam. It's educational, it's learning." But yet you throw the middle fingers at Christians and tell us that we can't have our 10 Commandments in the schools. We can't talk about God in schools. You know, for the longest time, I could not wear my cross necklace in school because it was offensive. But I told them, "Fuck you, I'm gonna wear it. I don't give a shit what you say." And I still wear it every day. I don't care if my teachers or this stuff got mad. I still wear that cross necklace every day. I still had my bracelet on with my watch. I didn't care. I even had religious T-shirts on. I didn't care what they said. But you know what? Eventually, the school was like, "You know what? You're right. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, right?" But the difference, what I'm saying is, with those people, I have sat and actually talked to a bunch of people who are Muslims, and all of them, not one of them, had a different motive or they didn't even change their way of how they approach and talk to me. They all literally were trying to convince me that Islam is the way to go. And I sat there and I proved to them using scripture that their way was wrong. And they all sat and argued with me, saying, "Well, how could you..."
Sure, you convinced them.
No. Honestly, some of them I didn't convince. There was only 2 of them at least that I've talked to, that they were like, okay, they opened their eyes and they were like, "Oh, okay, well that makes sense."
About them forcing their ideology and their religion upon you, but meanwhile you're sitting here telling us how brave and bold you are, that you were able to convince them, that you proved to them using your scripture that you were right. You sound like an idiot.
Well, if my religion, Christianity was created hundreds of years before theirs, and my scripture says clear as day, God tells you that the devil can appear to you as an angel of God because he was once an angel of God, and he can trick you. What makes you think Muhammad didn't see the devil? They said that it was the angel Gabriel who gave Muhammad the Quran. So that wasn't the angel Gabriel.
You don't realize the hypocrisy and contradiction of your own fucking submission here, brother. You're sitting here talking about how the Muslims are going to come over here and force you to believe what they believe.
I didn't force them.
Meanwhile, you're telling us a story.
I didn't force them. I just simply told them why I believe what I believed and why I don't believe what they believe. I didn't force them. I didn't say, "No, you have to do it." I just simply explained to them.
Sorry. You proved it.
There's a difference between how I said it and the way they were saying. They were saying.
You proved.
You think maybe they were lying about being convinced so that way they could,
Sure. I think they were lying. Sure.
I think so too, because there's that saying, keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Oh, hell yeah.
Be nice to Muslims.
No, I'm nice to everybody. I don't care what religion, skin color, race, whatever. I'm nice to everybody. I was born and raised, to love everybody, as I like to be loved and be treated,
I'll burn the Quran right in front of him. I don't give a fuck.
Wow.
You have every right to do that. I'd love to
No.
in the fucking street in front of a
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
But like I said, the minute they cross the line and they start doing things in this country that are horrible and terrible, and like I said, there's videos that prove that have out there that these immigrants, and it's not even just like the Muslim immigrants, it's different immigrants from different countries. They've all done some horrible, terrible things, and even the illegals that are here. That surprises me. How there's groups of people in this country that would sit and defend an illegal immigrant, and they won't even bat an eye. It's like, what part of they're illegal do you not understand?
Here's the most effective thing that you can do from now on. Walk around with a water bottle full of bacon grease. Just like 50% water, 50% bacon grease. And then just splash it on every Muslim that you see in the fucking street. That'll get them out.
Wow.
So I can get arrested for assault? No, I'm good.
No, the most effective thing is to tell them straight up that, if you come down here, we're gonna cut open pigs, and then we're gonna wrap you up in their skin and bury you in unmarked graves.
You know what's the hilarious thing to do? And honestly, I think it's quite hilarious because they don't even know what they're eating. Is you actually get them to eat pork and don't even tell them it's pork.
No,
and just sit there and watch them eat it.
That's not nice. Don't do that.
Whoa.
Wow. Yeah, whoa. Don't do that.
Let's move on this, unless people are.
I'm not saying that I did it, but I've seen people do it to Muslims. They trick them and eat them pork.
We need this.
Yeah,
but that's not nice. That's not
No,
nice.
we ain't fucking around no more. You come over here with that fucking bullshit.
Everybody's talking over me tonight. So, I guess we're gonna move off this topic. It's pretty dumb and really going nowhere for that matter. But, Mr. E, do you want to talk about the title of the room or no?
Sure, yeah. Trump endorsements are undefeated.
Yeah, what do you make of that?
I mean, define. What do you mean, like, by the endorsements? Like,
Well, he hasn't lost any endorsements that he's given to his fellow politicians. Yeah.
oh, true, yeah. I mean, his name carries a lot of weight in the Republican Party, and just like any influential leader, I mean, when somebody sees another person's name, like if a person is running for governor or senator or whatever, and they said they see the president, or a very popular president, should I say, very popular public figure, just Trump, for example. Trump, other people are going to see, oh, this man endorses his name's on this guy's, tickets, and he's an endorser. So, yeah, I think I'll vote for this guy instead because he's backing up this gentleman or this woman. They got my vote. It carries a lot of weight. People don't realize how much weight names carry if they're powerful names. And even if it's not even for political stuff, it could be for anything. I mean, like sponsorships and stuff. As long as the person is popular and has a good outlook, they're going to carry a lot of weight in this world. With that brand, it's going to be. I mean, Trump can literally slam his name, get endorsed by Nike. People will start.
Hey, Mr. E, where are you from?
Me, I am for Texas.
Ooh. This should be good.
Well,
Yeah.
he needs to use his influence or whatever it is that, shout out to him for the endorsements, to get John Thune to start doing what the fuck he needs to do. Yeah, that would be nice of him to start using his power there. I mean, shout out to all the candidates that won, but our Republican leadership is fucking failing us. I think that's more
What state?
of an issue all around. The Save America Act should have been passed. Why is that not passed?
Well,
The majority of
because
Americans
AIPAC,
agree with that.
They have the Republicans by the balls, blackmailing half of the Republican Party. So we have to do what Israel says, and they say, hey, you're gonna waste all your missile defense systems defending us.
Can I ask you a question, like seriously, about the whole Israel thing, right? And this is just a real question.
Who you asking me?
What? Just anybody. What benefit would Israel have in whether we pass the Save America Act or not?
Well, they
I feel like us requiring people to have fucking IDs to vote would really I don't think Israel cares about that, right?
What's
Okay.
9 million
I can
people
answer.
on the other side of the planet have to control 340 million people?
This is
It's
where
like
I'm
the
at with
dumbest
it.
ass stuff. But let's just blame us for everything.
Like, I just don't feel like
Right? 'Cause
Israel
that's what
should be.
Snake likes to do. What
Sorry.
else do you want to blame us for, Snake?
I love Jews, and I support Israel.
Yeah, so let's just blame us.
Well,
Okay,
hold on,
so
hold on.
like, but how do we control?
He asked me a question, let me answer it, okay? So this is why, okay? America is currently the world leader, right? Israel wants to be the world leader. You can't have.
How do you know that? Why do you think it wants to be the world
They
leader?
don't want to be the world leader.
They want to be left the fuck alone and not be bombed. They just want to live in fucking peace and not be bombed.
Okay, but hold on. Seriously, Snake.
Just want to exist.
Snake, okay, but
left
listen.
alone.
How in the fuck, or why the fuck?
Plan by plan, yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, every country, and not just Israel, right? Every country in the world wants to be the world dominant superpower, including Israel. So it's in the best interest of Israel, right, to have complete control over the Middle East, right? And they can't do it alone. So they're using us, right, to do what they want to do. And in the process, right, they're weakening our defenses by, we wasted half our missile defense systems on them, right? Half of them.
How is it on them and not on our
Them.
interests?
Them.
What about our interests?
Wasted half of our
What about
Okay,
our
but like
interests?
he's evading right now, Abby. What the fuck does that have to do with the Save America Act?
He's totally evading it.
For nuclear attack.
But hey, sweetie, it was the big Satan. I kind of remember the big Satan in this whole scenario. There was a big Satan. There were American soldiers that were killed, American citizens. There continue to be threats on our president. There are threats on members of our cabinet. There are threats on our ambassadors coming out of IRGC. Like that has nothing to do with
Okay,
the
Abby,
state
but we
of
cannot let
Israel.
him escape right now, Abby. Hold on, Snake. Hold on, Snake. No. I'm gonna keep being fucking annoyed right now. This shit is annoying. Hold on, Abby, hold on. Because I need him to fucking, I need him to stay on his square and answer the fucking question.
Let's tone it down.
How in the fuck does
China doesn't
Matt,
want
can you
to
mute
be
this
the
motherfucker right now? Because he's just like rambling.
India doesn't.
How in the fuck
Be lying.
does Israel have anything to do with us passing the Save America Act, Snake? Can you answer the fucking question instead of talking about us having missiles? That has nothing to fucking do with what I'm saying. Why does Israel, and I'm going to land this question here. I'm going to land this question here. Why does Israel, why would they give a fuck if we're requiring people to fucking have IDs to vote? Please answer the question.
Again, Israel doesn't want America to be safe. They want to watch us crash and burn.
Really? Do you speak?
Just
Really?
like China does. Just like India does.
Israel's a fucking ally, you
Every
idiot.
country in the world
I'm trying to figure out what does IDs have to do with Israel.
It has
Nothing. Thank you, Mr. E. Not a goddamn thing at
Not
all.
a goddamn thing is right.
Right.
It's just
Like, this is
Exactly.
ridiculous, bro. Like,
They like themselves.
Hey, I'll be honest with you. I'm
let's blame
for
the
the
Jews
whole
for
thing
everything.
about
That needs to be our cop out
IDs
for
for
everything.
voting.
Let's just blame the Jews from now on for everything wrong with this country. I think that's what we should do.
Superpower, right?
Just because we're easy to blame, right?
Nuts and telling you.
But hey, the same guy Snake will say we control everything, but hey, we control it. Then
I'll
why is
also
there
like to
not a
point out
state
too that point out the fact that it's why is it that every country, when there's a problem,
Can you guys pull it down? Okay.
We need one mic. We can't have this talking over each other.
I agree.
I'm gonna start putting people down if we can't get the quorum.
I'm making a point because like somebody says something about what is America, get involved with every single
You're gonna
thing.
be the first one I put down. Matt had something he wanted to play. Matt, did you want to play something?
I mean, do we need an intermission, or how are we doing here? Should we do an intermission?
Well, can I say one sentence? Only one.
All right, go
What about a
ahead.
hockey score?
Okay, so I just wanted to say shalom to Abby and hello David. These are the two people I like on this stage. Aside from that, yes, let's.
What about us? You don't like us?
Let's go.
The heck? You don't like
We
us?
get a hockey score, somebody?
Yeah.
Carolina still winning.
Alright, let me know if you can hear this. I'm gonna try it from my other phone. Here, hold on.
Carolina 3, the Canadian 0.
Can you hear that or
No,
no?
is there?
Spoiler alert.
Hello? Can you hear that or no? Anybody?
Yes, I was able to hear. You just stopped it.
Alright, here we go. It's about 2 minutes, so you guys can go get a drink.
2 minutes is too long.
That's too bad for you. Alright, here we go.
He stood unchained, a voice in the storm, a man of conviction, a heart reborn. He spoke the truth when the cost was high. He lived for Jesus, unafraid to die. We are Charlie Kirk, we carry the flame of life for the
Oh my God.
husband of father, his family held near, home built on scripture, on faith without fear. The world tried to silence, but his voice remains. Innocent echoes in Christ sustained. We are Charlie Kirk. Side by side.
Alright, that's good right there. That's good right there, alright? We are Charlie Kirk. Don't forget it.
I just threw up on the side of the road 4 times while you played that.
That is my favorite song of 2025.
I hope you didn't throw up in the car. Side of the road, you get out.
It just sounds like the epilogue to like Schindler's List type movies. Like, jeez.
What's wrong with Schindler's List?
election is this.
David, I'm not shocked that you wouldn't enjoy that. You probably thought it was a fucking comedy.
Does the anti-Jew lobby look for any opportunity to bring up Israel?
Who said I was anti-Jew?
I support
What is the
Israel,
anti-
but,
He's not talking
I
Hebrew.
can support
I didn't
Israel
say-
and
I
not
didn't
want them to
accuse
be a
anybody.
dominant world superpower.
Only the
okay?
anti-Jew
They're
lobby
not
would speak for it.
exclusive.
So yeah, it's usually low IQ, low informed people who just go ahead and blame it without understanding any of the constructs. They'll fucking cheer for Palestine, say Palestine's been there for thousands of years, not realize that
There is no Palestine.
Shut the hell up, David. Like when you help anybody on an argument, it just makes them look like Forrest Gump. So shut the hell up. So when you look at this, 1941 is when Palestine became a fucking thing. But it's a
There's no Palestine. I think Palestine's dead.
No. Palestine should be dead. So
I thought there was no
prior to
Palestine.
that, it was just the expanded Syria.
I think Palestine disappeared or disbanded or something.
God,
From the river to
why
the
can't we?
sea, Israel should reign free.
Yeah, okay, there you go, idiot. Another fucking moron. It's the Palestine slogan. You've already been debunked in the other room. So yes, you can try to do your ChatGPT strawman narrative because you didn't know what the fuck you were talking about before, when you said Israel is the one that's chanting from the river to the sea. But you can stay on mute on it because you just sound like a retard. Like, I can't. Like, this is what the level of fucking idiocracy is. The SAVE Act has nothing to do with the protections of Israel. In fact, it has more to do about protecting America. But dipshits like, I don't know, Snake in Florida will say, oh, but it's the Jews.
No, I'm saying that it's in the best interest of Israel and China and India and every country in the world to watch America crash and burn. To say otherwise is to literally be intellectually
How does that
dishonest.
have anything
Every
to do
country
with
in the
the
world
SAVE
wants
Act?
to be the dominant world
How
superpower.
does that have anything
This
to
is
do
a
with the
fact.
SAVE Act?
And I
How is that?
absolutely refuse to give that
Does that
power.
have-
I absolutely refuse to give it up. I refuse to give it up to Israel.
Where in the
China.
SAVE Act
I
does it
refuse
have
to give it
any
to
of those
India.
things?
I
Then
absolutely
moron,
give it up.
where
I
in the
understand
SAVE Act does
that you
Israel,
love to give it
China,
up.
and
That's
anything
fine.
else benefit off of the SAVE Act? Tell me the line, give me the page, give me the paragraph, give me the accommodation, give me the appropriation. You know what? I can tell you what you can do. The best thing you can do is stay in your fucking delusion TikTok fantasy world and fucking continue to drink yourself into oblivion until the one day you decide to hold your breath off.
Which countries don't want to rule the world? Is it only
Dipshit,
Israel?
tell me
Is it
where
only
in the
Israel?
SAVE Act does Israel, China, Russia, or anybody
Is it only
benefit?
Israel that
Because
doesn't
again,
want
your
to rule the world?
deflection just shows the level of incompetence and why you shouldn't talk on politics. Because you know what? KB was right all those years ago. You really are a retarded moron. Like again, you're just brought back for fucking repeat, rinse, wash, and repeat again.
Right?
Snake, are you really
World with Iran and the
Matt, again, he just like drifts off and saying all this other shit, but it has nothing to do with the SAVE Act. It has nothing to do with the internal dynamics, and it has nothing to do with the down ticket success that Trump has actually had. But this idiot wants you to believe it's all fucking Israel. Because again, he doesn't have the information, he's not informed, he just is sitting there going, oh, they want to be the world domination. No, they actually don't. There's plenty of nations. No, they don't
That's the
fucking
result
want
of
to be.
binge watching and he wins every fucking time.
Here's what world domination means. You have to protect the seas. You have to fucking build a military, you fucking idiots. You can't fucking be a world empire without having massive areas. Yeah, really? You think Ireland wants to dominate the world? You think fucking Sweden does? You think fucking Malaysia has world domination prowess? How about fucking Chad? I bet you the country of fucking Chad wants to dominate the world. Anybody watching Chile right now? How about fucking Micronesia? We watching that one? How about Bugatti? Any of these? Nepal? Tibet? How about those?
We should watch them
All they want. Oh yes, they all do it. How about fucking Somalia? Those guys want McDonald's before they want world domination. But again, these idiots want to go through Congo. How about this? What about Patagonia as a whole? Argentina want world domination, dumbass? You fucking idiot, you fucking moron. This is why you left the last app on the first time. Because your fucking over-medicated ass is only on one fucking thing because you're a moron. It's only Israel. Every word is Israel, and you think now you're Clubhouse comeback on shit that they're. Listen, birds aren't fucking fake. They're not a CIA thing. They're not some fucking bullshit because guess what? You actually believe KB's room about birds aren't real. You know what? I got it. Just Lane Maxwell, all this shit. Throw everything else out there except for the fucking answer to the topic, which shows you you're a fucking idiot. Which shows you you're dumb. It shows you you're dumb. Just shows you you're dumb.
would believe that birds aren't real?
Wait, he really said that birds aren't real?
You have no fucking clue about fucking world policies or foreign things. You just throw out some bullshit you heard on YouTube.
You would know that.
You do, you're just caught in everything. Why does the Save Act have anything to do with Israel? What does the Save Act have anything on Israel, dipshit? Hey, moron, fucktard, the one with the 2 IQ who over-medicates himself, then cries to everybody every fucking time he came on Clubhouse. Dipshit snake, you pussy. Why does the Save Act have anything to do with Israel?
It's in the best interest of
Holy
Israel.
shit, you're a fucking moron. You're a fucking moron.
China, the America
Oh,
crash and burn.
Jesus Christ.
It's in the
You
best
can't fix
interest
this
of
level of
India to see
stupidity.
America crash and burn.
You can't
Guess
fix
what
this
happens
level
when
of
America
stupidity.
crash and burn?
You can't
It creates
fix
a
this.
power
This
vacuum.
is why nobody wants to
Like in
listen to
Iraq,
you. The best thing you should have done is just shut the fuck up and went crying back because your girlfriend fucking left you, and that's all you had.
When your bills aren't paid, blame the Jews. When your girlfriend leaves you, blame the Jews. When you have car problems, blame the fucking Jews.
Dude, you are the most retarded fucking idiot on here. I thought today there was a couple guys that might have beat you, but at least they can fucking understand what a question is, and they don't fucking go to a curve-out fucking answer all the fucking time. You're just a fucking idiot, dude. You're just fucking dumb and retarded. No one wants to fucking take on the U.S. of NATO. Russia doesn't even want to fucking do that, because otherwise they would have took over Ukraine as a whole. But guess what, dipshit? They don't have, China doesn't even want to do it, because guess what? They would have had fucking conflicts with India. This whole idea that you have this whole fucking narrative, because you think Israel wants to rule the fucking world, the less than 2% of the fucking population in the U.S. You're a fucking pussy, you always have been, you crybaby fuck. You fucking retard. Go fucking cry about killing yourself over another fucking woman again, you fucking faggot pussy. Go talk about how you made out with a fucking transgender again. Go cry to KB and try to stalk her ass again. Dumbass motherfucker. You fucking faggot pussy.
I think we can all agree that not every country in this world wants to dominate. There's only
this
a
dude is a
handful.
fucking moron. Big time.
There's
This
only a
guy
handful
cried
that
on
want
this app
domination.
in fucking room after room saying, nobody loves me. Go buy a fucking dog, you twat. Go fucking, let's be nice. Go back to
No, David, he deserves this.
You're a fucking.
He's the reason why Jews are under attack right now.
fucking been a man of your friend, and that fake fucking PTR with some fucking hooker in it, thinking somehow everybody's convinced that you're sis, your girlfriend. Go fuck yourself, you fucking piece of shit. Go back to rehab, you drug out fucking loser. Go fucking do all that shit. We all know who you are, dipshit. You act like you're new on this app. We know who you used to be. You used to cry to KB all the fucking time. You fucking faggot piece of shit. You fucking stalking ass fucking
Everyone knows me.
retard.
So what? Who
You
cares?
fucking crybaby. Go cry. Oh, I'm so lonely, guys. Love me. Nobody wants to love me. That's you. Every fucking time. And now you're coming up here going, it's Israel on the Save Act. Trying to add some fucking shit, dude. You fucking go back to doing your fake suicide bullshit attempts again and see if you can get same fucking sympathy you got last time, which was fucking none. Because nobody gave a fuck about you, bitch shit. And everybody knows who you are. At least the old school guys know who you were. Because again, you were a moron then, you're a moron today, and you're going to be a moron tomorrow. And by the way, that's your sister, not a fucking wife, dipshit. So in other words, stop inbreeding and creating fucking problems for the world.
I don't want to hand the power off.
You ain't gonna hand shit over, dude. You never had power. The only power you had to do is fucking jerk yourself off in the shower.
Why are we
entertaining construct of power here?
Seriously.
Okay, cool.
Why are we?
You don't have the only power you had was emotion on your daddy's asshole. That's the only power you had in your fucking life. Dumbass. You fucking retard. You don't have any of that. Your uncle touched you the wrong way, so you fucking cry to everybody in the fucking app. You're a fucking piece of shit, dude. You always have been. You've always been this this fake fucking wannabe cosplayer and thinking you're fucking there. Why don't you tell me again how you were Special Forces Delta SEALs and how you worked with all those SOF operations across all that fucking bullshit? Why don't you tell me again how you were MARSOC, fucking sniper elite? Why don't you give me some other bullshit story about you, you fucking faggot pussy? Why don't you give me any of that shit? Pull the fuck up. Dude, you're a fucking bullshitter. You always are. You're some drunk fucking idiot. Fucking always crying on this app, crying some bullshit, and then acting like you're fucking tough until you get in a room with guys like me because you were a fucking bullshitter. You're a fucking piece of shit. You're some faggot. And you know what? I remember you because, dude, anytime you want to, you can get Froggy. But I know your pussy fucking ass. You're only out there to suck your daddy's dick, you fucking ass. Oh, we can really do hot motherfuckers because I know where you go. You go crawling back into your uncle and saying, here, daddy, fuck me in the ass again. Be the cum rag that you are and fucking stay on mute.
Fuck you in the ass again.
Go ahead. Fuck you. I'll tell you what. I'll bend you over. I'll make you that fucking bitch.
In fact, you're not.
Yeah, I will. I promise you that shit. You fucking piece of shit. You've always been this stalker. You've always been that creeper. You're the reason why fucking everybody had to block you out of fucking Clubhouse.
I'll
and
bend
then
you
cried
over
you were
and
gonna kill yourself because you were stalking a fucking girl on the app. You fucking piece of shit. Guess what? KB told you no. She meant no, you fucking faggot. She meant fucking no, you piece of shit. You dumb fuck. All those women said no to you. You fucking ain't. Go chase Monica or somebody. Maybe that would be a better deal for you. You fucking idiot, you fucking moron.
Yes, I'm a fucking, what do you
Yeah, you're right. Thank you for agreeing. Because again, the Save America Act has to do with Israel. Give me your fucking epiphany on how that fucking correlates.
I like how we got way off
You
topic
just
for
don't
what
like
we
getting
were
your
talking
fucking
about.
shit pushed in now. I bet you thought you could come back on and be this fucking cool guy, and instead of that fucking fake poser wannabe dipshit, you fucking idiot, you fucking moron, you should have just did what you were pretending you were gonna do on the app. Why didn't you have the balls to go ahead and go through with it? Why didn't you have the balls to go ahead and go through with it, motherfucker? Why didn't you have the balls to go through it? Huh? How come you didn't follow through, motherfucker? You cried to everybody on that fucking app pulling that bullshit scam. Why didn't you fucking have the balls to go ahead and do it?
Be nice. I mean, fuck, dude. I mean...
Fuck, I know. You got a plethora of fucking excuses because you are that fucking pussy.
Happens. I have pick me syndrome. I get fucking... I have PTSD.
Oh my fucking god. You don't have PTSD, you fucking pussy. You have a fucking ovary for a set of fucking balls, and you're fucking a bitch. That's what you are.
100%.
You are the biggest bitch that's there.
Why you guys fighting disabled? These are facts. You can look it up.
Oh, you don't know snakes? You don't know who this motherfucker is?
So we're gonna have a group of people fighting and arguing because they have a difference of opinion.
Okay, no.
This is why.
Snake used to be on his epic Clubhouse season 1. Snake used to go out and get fucking drunk and tell all these stories. Snake used to go around and fucking try to chase women down, particularly one named KB. He tried to chase a whole bunch of women down and tried to give the whole tales about how he was fucking a special armed forces SEAL Ranger, and then he was like some fucking amazing fucking soldier of the year. This guy could have been fucking Captain America. This guy said he could do everything, but magically his dates, bullshit, you were never in the 82nd. So this, no you weren't, bitch. No you weren't. No you weren't. Fucking no you weren't. Yeah, go ahead, pull up the public record, you fucking pussy.
Hey, you look it up. State of Nebraska.
The 82nd Airborne is not in the fucking Marine Corps.
Why? Look it up
The
yourself.
Marines are Army.
They're not
Excuse
airborne.
me, I mean the 82nd are Army.
They're not Marines. They're not Marines.
You said they were Marines. You did.
Fucking A, this guy is all over the place talking about this shit, and then he cries. Then he cries that he's got PTSD, and then he was like going to all these women saying, I'm gonna kill myself, I'm gonna do this stuff, please love me, please love me, and he's, blah, 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 send me money, I don't have a place to live, I don't have any of this shit. And he goes on this whole fucking year-long crying complaint, and then fucking people blocked him out of the room, and then they're talking about him fucking being this fucking guy about, oh, he's
Alright,
kind
I
of
think I'm
creepy,
gonna go and start my own room where we can continue talking about
this motherfucker is
politics
Yeah,
and
this
what's going on in
room,
America.
you're fine. Don't advertise another room in this room. You're fine.
Yeah, I
Alright.
Dude,
should follow that nickel all the way down. Yeah, you should have did what you promised to do
Okay,
all
so what
that
was
time
the
ago.
politics? What were the politically? What were
Oh, and the Save America Act, according to this fucking moron, benefits Israel.
The world wants to be the dominant.
What is it? What was his claim?
Of a burden to
Pepe, what was his claim?
I asked the question.
Shut the fuck
Pepe.
up!
Out of here with that.
I asked the
Everybody.
question, I said, what does Israel have to do with the Save America Act? And he basically says that because of Israel, the Save America Act can't get passed. That's what he says.
Well,
Yes,
okay, what was it in this? Okay, but hold on. I'm trying to get to the bottom. Hold on. I'm trying to get to the. Shut up. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. What is it in the Save America Act that could not get passed because of Israel?
Okay, so it's in the best interests, right, of not just Israel. It's not just Israel, okay? There's other countries that play in the world stage.
I know, but what was the particular part of the act that would it would benefit Israel, like, or wouldn't benefit?
Okay.
Israel?
So if America crashes and burns, someone else is gonna pick up the plate and take that mantle.
Can you answer the question? God, oh my God, bro.
I'm answering it.
He's asking you what in the fucking act of the Save America Act would benefit Israel.
Well, hold on, guys. Let him finish.
America Act, right?
Pepe, he's been saying the same fucking thing for fucking hours now.
You
Like,
don't understand it. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. So what is that part? America will crash. Now, what is that part in the bill that will make it so that if America crashes,
Thank you.
it will hurt Israel?
Okay, again, it's in the best interest, right, of not just Israel, all the countries in the world to see America crash and burn. And we won't be able to crash and burn if the Save America Act is passed. So that's.
But I'm just curious. So, but hold on a second. So.
You're talking to a guy with a fucking inbred IQ of -10.
No, but hold on. I'm trying. So, the Save America Act. So basically, they make it harder for like foreigners to vote, or illegals, I should say. Now, if I was to go off the main narrative is that this will be the anti-Israel narrative. It would be that Israel's milking us for all that we can give them, whether it's our military might, our money, whatever. Why would they want to diminish that by making it easier for illegals to vote?
Well, I'm glad you asked me that question. Have you ever asked yourself what non-profit organizations, non-government organizations are funding these people to come over here?
And I have a pretty good idea
Seriously,
why
you're
they're doing
entertaining
it.
this level of stupidity.
No, I'm asking you.
Yes, I think that there's two primary reasons. So you
There's
have
such an irony with this. It's ridiculous, Pepe. I just have to say this. It's actually the Save America Act. Who would benefit? American citizens from the Save America Act. Okay? So what in the world does this have to do? It's unnecessary
No, it's
to have
definitely
have
necessary.
voter ID and to have verification that American citizens.
But here's the funny
Our
part. is that
Constitution requires American citizens are voting in federal elections.
But this is the funny part, is that we can look at the polling regarding like views on Israel and what they would consider anti-Semitic views. The white majority, we are the least anti-Semitic of all of the groups, ethnic groups here in the United States. When it comes to Hispanics, they're a lot more anti-Semitic than us, and they also have much less favorable views towards Israel. Blacks, they dislike Israel the most, and definitely have more anti-Semitic views than the rest of us. In fact, the majority of both groups do. Now, I guess so we can go back more to the foreigner problem. Foreigners that come into our countries tend not to like Israel, and they do not care about them as much. Which kind of makes sense because they don't, especially if they're not from the West, any they're not connected to the whole like post World War II.
Pepe, it's a ridiculous correlation. There's no connection on this. It's just absurd. But it's a way to constantly weave Jew hatred into every political argument. It's just absurd. The Save America Act is for American citizens to safeguard our elections. End of story.
Okay,
That's who benefits.
But Snake, there's one group of people that seek to benefit from this, actually benefit from it. They're not doing it out of goodness of their hearts, and that is literally the left. No, I mean, they want more voters.
I agree with you, brother, but listen, okay? Here are some, some non-government organizations. Let me just name a few. Here's some, let me, you wanted me to answer a question, okay? I'm gonna name some non-government organizations, right, that are funding opposition to the Save America Act. RAC, the Religious Action Center of Reform Judaism.
You're not funding.
Yes, you once again, you're bringing up religious. You're bringing up. Do you know who's bigger than the Jews?
CPA.
Yes.
Public Affairs.
They are not actively, that is such fucking bullshit. It's ridiculous.
Snake, yes. There are religious Jews and lefty Jews that absolutely. Jews are notorious for being progressive, further left, especially in America, and advocating for open borders and that kind of shit. But
not all.
Dwarfs them I didn't say all, but Jesus Christ, Abby, we know how 70 to 80% of you fucking vote and where you
it's not
live.
70 to 80%. By the way, in the last election, it's not 70 to 80% anymore.
Not in the last election, but historically. Really.
But now historically, now if you look at the last two cycles, we're at about 60%. Okay, and it has nothing to do with the Save America Act, and he's reading off NGOs like that. This is a disconnect. It's just another way to promote hate and to get people to hate and to do
I
hate.
know, but you didn't even let me finish. Snake, shut up.
Then the
this is the thing,
Save
though.
America Act is going to benefit that American citizens are the voters, and who benefits when non-American citizens? Thank you. Okay. So how in the world?
It's not related, but I can just really easily rebuttal his point though, because the reality is that the Catholic NGOs really are the Catholic Church is probably the biggest obstacle to having closed borders. Realistic, they do not see us having. To them, and I get it, because, I was raised Catholic. We're all children of God. We cannot close our borders down to the sick and the poor and the needy. It's rather sinful. And so and especially, you look at most of the immigrants are coming from Latin America, which are predominantly Catholic. The priests that are there, including our current Pope, he was a big advocate for migration to America from South America. He was a pope in South America, a priest in South America. And if you look at the NGOs, like even here in Arizona, the Catholic Charities of Arizona and Southern Arizona, they were the ones that were facilitating a lot of this shit, putting them on flights all across the fucking country. This is
look at the list. Look at what he put in the chat. Look at the list that he put in the chat. We have the Arab Americans in there. We have the NAACP. I mean, look at this list. The Japanese Americans. Go through it. The list of the NGOs that lean left. The Arab American Institute, the Asian American Advocacy. So what does he do? He pulls out just the ones. He avoids the black ones, the Hispanic ones that are all through this list, the Asian ones, the AFL-CIO. No. Let's debunk this list that he puts as his reference. It's got just about every liberal NGO that you can imagine. Let's look at all the ones from Minnesota, by the way. It's ridiculous. So what's he do? He pulls out of this list every time he sees the word Jewish, which there are a few, but we can also look at every other ethnic group that's fucking in this list.
Well, I would
It's
say,
ridiculous.
though, that when it comes to the
that doesn't mean just because other countries do it, that
So, well,
also
why did
there's
you
no
put a
interest
list
in Israel
in
to
with
do it as
all
well.
of the liberal NGOs, but only point out the 3 or 4 that have something to do with a Jewish organization? Where you've avoided the Presbyterian Church of America, you avoided the Catholics that are in here, the Asians that are in here. Why did
I
you?
100% agree with you. I led with the premise.
Oh my God.
That it's not just Israel who is in the best interest that
It's
America falls.
it's liberal NGOs.
It's in the best interest of Asia.
But Israel, you're saying it's in the best. First of all, if Israel
isn't in the best interest of literally anybody, brother.
Israel.
So if you were to look at Israel,
Hold on.
hold on, Florida. If you were to look at Israel, the number one thing, if I was them and I was smart, that I would want to do is preserve the majority evangelical demographic. Okay, they support Israel, not for the same reason as Jews, but they are definitely rather crazy about it. So I don't see why they would want to allow like a flood of people with all of these different religions and ideologies, people that are not evangelical, to come in and absolutely change the voting patterns. Now, I know Israelis are proud and they like to think, oh, we don't need the United States, but unfortunately, you kind of do have to rely on the West. Just like Europe has to rely on the United States. Israel's a very small country.
Rely on this, though. That's my argument, Pepe.
My question though is more important.
They're demographically, they have to rely on
Can we go back to
coalition
the
with other
SAVE Act
countries.
itself and his original question, Elijah's question, which is why the SAVE Act is, because we were having a political discussion, right, Joe, about the SAVE Act? Can we go back to why that's not passing?
Try and weigh in on this because, I'm sitting here for the last half hour just amazed that people are missing the most obvious elephant in the room. The Republican Senate leadership has not brought it up to vote. So clearly the Senate Republican leadership has the power to bring it to a vote, but they haven't done it. So
why do you think Thune keeps on passing
You know
that
why,
down?
right?
Well, I'll tell you. So I'll tell you my opinion why Thune would not bring the vote is the Save America Act directly threatens the Senate leadership, the Senate Republican establishment leadership in their power, who the major supporters, yes, I realize there are all these little organizations and different things like that, and lobby groups. It's the corporations, largely the corporate wing of the Republican Party is represented by Thune in the Republican establishment senators. That is who is holding up the Save America Act, because if the corporate donor class loses their grip over the Senate, then they lose their power in
that's a great
So
point.
they basically want more access to cheap labor and.
Wait a minute, they did bring versions of this bill up to the fucking Senate floor. The problem is that they don't have enough to overturn. They don't have 60 votes, first and foremost. They also can't have a majority to bypass the filibuster. That's a major concern with them. Thune has routinely said the reason why he can't do it is because he just does not have the support to get it passed. So the point would be, hey, if I bring this up and it's shut down, that's a one and done. It's done. It's over with. It's a signatory piece of legislation that Trump wants passed, and you can't just bring it up and say, hey, we're going to vote on it, and then have it shut to shit. So he can't do that. And then, furthermore, at the time frame now is the reason why they don't want to push it now. Dude, mute up, or whoever's doing that. The other point is that the midterms causing fucking massive fucking issues in terms of getting those votes on it in key races that will happen and have an impact on what those senators vote on is now concerning, because we have approached the midterm hour. So now they're kind of like saying, hey, we're going to wait on this to see where we land on it. And after after the midterms, I'm pretty sure they're going to probably push this legislation through and try to make sure that they have the 60 votes. But right now, they just can't get past the filibuster, and they can't get the 60 votes.
All right, so two questions.
Yeah, because hold on. I get a response.
I'll come back.
I've sat here for like 4 hours and I haven't said a word. So this was clearly came out with John Cornyn when Trump came out and endorsed him. And clearly the president is upset that the Senate has been able to fail to act because guess what? They haven't really made it a priority to try and whip the votes either. That it's not just, well, we don't. John didn't come out saying, well, we don't have the votes. He's not even attempting to whip the votes, to get the votes into place where they can push this through. Because why don't they want to get rid of the filibuster? Because of the Senate Republican leadership. They are quite happy with not advancing legislation that does not benefit the donor class of the Republican Party.
That's not entirely true, right?
They use this as an excuse every time. They're like, well, we just can't get past the filibuster.
No, that's not true because they don't want to get rid of the filibuster because they're aware at some point the Democrats will have power.
But we know the Democrats are going to nuke it when they get power, though, Brad, aren't they?
So again, at some point, somebody's going to have control of the Senate, which is not going to be Republican, which is one of the concerns that you have with nuking the filibuster. Now, what has been proposed is to put it back to the old way.
But Brad, look, you're not going to overtalk me. Look, we have the list of the Republican senators that do support.
But then you don't understand parliamentary or strategic initiatives.
Hold on, Brad. You're just making shit up now.
No, they don't have the votes.
No, when you say I don't understand parliament, yes, we have the list of the Senate Republicans that do support this and the ones that do not. And clearly the ones that do not support it are the usual suspects. It was Tom Tillis, it was John Thune, it was Lisa Murkowski, it was Susan Collins. This is the McConnell wing, the establishment wing.
The rhino.
I mean, hearing like try and talk me down on it. We literally know who they are.
Okay, great. You also don't understand political strategy because we did this mistake. Yeah, you don't, because last time we did this shit with the Supreme Court and abortion, remember? We pushed it down to the states, and what happened? That fucking red majority turned.
Hold on, Viking. Edward, you're like, what the fuck?
They turned down, the fucking blue wave came in and crushed the red fucking push. And now, because the Democrats will scream, look at this. This is voter suppression. You're going to give an optic to the left to use. It's not correct. I'm not agreeing with what they'll say, but the campaign ads themselves will fucking go, and that fucking optic will win, which is why they don't want to do it like a Murkowski and others don't want to do it in fucking contentious districts right now or contentious areas where they have to rely, guess what, on Democrat support, and they don't want to give a weapon to Democrats to be able to use against them.
Viking, but
that's
can
what
you
they're
agree
doing.
with something though, real quick, Joe? Before you, just real quick.
Wait, I just want to respond. Okay. What Brad is advocating for, though, is a play it safe Republican politics, and this is the type of stuff that the Senate Republican leadership in the Mitch McConnell wing, the Bush wing, has been doing for decades. Is well, we don't want to upset the Democrats. So let's not actually act on anything that would benefit our constituency. Go ahead, Owen.
So I'm just saying here, right, Viking, I understand what you're saying, but here's the thing, right? We're talking about nuking the filibuster. Okay, the Democrats are like pissed, right? I don't know if you realize this. So whenever they get power, they're going to nuke the filibuster. They're going to try to add seats to the fucking Supreme Court. They're going to try to make, D.C. and I forgot the other state.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico statehood. Like, they're going to go completely nuclear when they get power.
Elijah.
So basically, yes, Mike.
So, teen fucking Congresses that the fucking Democrats have won have all campaigned on ending the filibuster. They are not ending the filibuster. They want the filibuster. It is a hypocrisy on both sides of the aisle that they want to get rid of it. They actually need it, and I want Republicans to have it, because if it wasn't for that filibuster and the ability of the long-term approach that Mitch McConnell did, because, dipshits don't really look at the full context of how strategic and how brilliant Mitch McConnell was to actually deliver the Supreme Court and to win on numerous fucking cases.
You don't believe that they're gonna nuke it if they get power, God forbid.
I don't think they will.
Let me blow this. Hold on. Let me blow this entire argument out of the water. Yeah, the Democrats literally held a vote under Biden's presidency to repeal and get rid of the filibuster inside the Senate rule chambers. They felt two senators